A ruling in New York's civil fraud case against Donald Trump's businesses is expected today. This comes a day after intense hearings in two other cases involving the former president. Robert Moses joins us in studio with the very latest. Robert, a lot to break down.
Yeah, there sure is, Tashani. Good morning to you. Much to former President Donald Trump's chagrin, just as the campaign season ramps up, so too do his legal obligations. The ruling we expect here in New York today comes in a civil case against the former president, and it could effectively cripple his business empire.
Judge Arthur Engoron has already concluded that former President Donald Trump fraudulently inflated the value of his properties to obtain better loans from banks and insurance companies. Today, the judge is expected to issue his ruling on what the former president must pay in penalties. Attorney General Letitia James is seeking a sanction of $370 million and a ban on him and his fellow defendants from ever doing business again in New York State. Also today, in the Georgia election interference case, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis is expected back on the stand as a hearing continues into whether she and her team should be disqualified because of a romantic relationship she had with the special prosecutor she appointed, Nathan Wade.
I've been very anxious to have this conversation with him today, so I ran to the courtroom.
Sparks flew as Willis at times lashed out at her questioners, including the attorney for Michael Roman, one of the former president's co-defendants in the case.
I think you lied right here. No. This is the truth, Judge. And it is a lie. It is a lie.
At issue is whether Willis and Wade, who also testified, financially benefited from her appointment of Wade, creating a conflict of interest. She says she reimbursed him in cash for trips that he initially paid for. Willis and Wade say their relationship began after she appointed him in November 2021. A former friend and colleague of Willis's claimed it started before, in 2019.
You're confused. You think I'm on trial. These people are on trial for trying to steal an election in 2020. I'm not on trial, no matter how hard you try to put me on trial.
Former President Trump will soon stand trial, starting on March 25th, for allegedly falsifying business records to cover up hush money payments to women who claim to have had affairs with him. Judge Juan Merchan denied the former president's motion to dismiss the case entirely. Former President Trump appeared in court voluntarily yesterday. He must be in court each day for his trial, which is expected to last at least 6 weeks. So then how will he campaign?
I'll do it in the evening.
Now, even if you don't follow the ins and outs of that trial beginning on March 25th, it could affect you. Expect street closures around Trump Tower and the criminal courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Protests are also possible. Tashani?
Robert, thank you.